Welcome to the Prepped and Polished podcast, the podcast that empowers you to take control of your education, featuring weekly interviews with influencers in the world of education, as well as tutoring tips, lessons, and updates. And now, here's your host.
Hi everyone. Welcome to another Tutoring Tips episode of the Prepped and Polished podcast. It's Terri of Prepped and Polished. Please be sure to check out our website, www.preppedandpolished.com, for more info. While you're there, sign up for our free tutoring and test prep tips newsletter. It comes out monthly. For tutoring in person or online, call us 781-753-9951. You can join our Prepped and Polished community on Facebook and Twitter. Just search for Prepped and Polished. You can submit a question during the show or after to radio@preppedandpolished.com. We love hearing from you. So let's get right to episode 181 on what you need to know about guessing versus skipping on the SSAT upper and middle level tests. Well, first of all, right off the bat, you have to understand the scoring. Skipping an answer gains you 0 points. An incorrect answer, you're penalized a quarter point, and a correct answer is plus 1 point. You know, a lot of students, they think they're good guessers, but statistically, it's been shown that random guessing does not boost your score. Try to think of it this way. Here's a possible scenario. If a student makes 4 random guesses that are incorrect, that would be minus 1 point because each incorrect answer is minus a quarter point. And then the student gets a correct answer, that's plus 1 point. So now their gain is equal to 0, it's flat. So students ask, what does boost my score? And that is the power of elimination. That's the most important thing. It's guessing aggressively by using a variety of strategies that students can learn either through tutoring or studying to eliminate incorrect answer choices and boost the chances of getting 1 point for each correct answer choice. That should really help. Most students are so confused about when to guess and when to skip when they encounter a challenging test question. And I do tell them to remember 3 key words: the power of elimination. Here's a little more data for you. If you're answering a question with 5 answer choices and you can eliminate or knock out 2 choices, the odds go up 33 1/3% that the student will be correct. And then, even better, if they can knock out or eliminate 3 choices, the odds go up to 50%. There's only 2 choices left, it's 50-50, and that is really where you want to be if you're having trouble with a question. Then you can make an educated guess. Some students skip too many answers. They feel like, I don't know this, they panic, and they just skip the question. But I tell them that if you encounter a challenging question, don't panic, just take a deep breath and eliminate. It really works. Skipping is a useful tool only for the hardest of questions when eliminating just doesn't work. The student just has no clue. And one thing to keep in mind is that questions on the SSAT go from easy to hard except reading. There the questions are random. So students will encounter more challenging questions toward the end of verbal reasoning and the end of the quantitative sections. So they might be a little more inclined to skip there, but even so, they should try to use the power of elimination. I think using this strategy really helps to boost a student's score. Well, this wraps up our show, episode 181, on what you need to know about guessing versus skipping on the SSAT upper and middle level tests. Be on the lookout for our next podcast episode, number 182, which will be our next interview with an educational expert. Remember, To access all of our podcast episodes, go to www.preppedandpolished.com/podcast. Thanks for joining us on the Prepped and Polished podcast. Now go out there and take control of your education.